Picture this for a moment. You have a dream sitting in your heart. It might be something you've carried since childhood or something that found you later in life. Maybe it's the dream of painting, or standing on stage, or traveling the world, or building something that leaves a mark long after you're gone. Whatever it is, you know the pull of it. You felt that quiet fire that whispers to you when the world is silent. But here's the reality: the moment you step onto the road to chase it, you realize it isn't the straight, smooth highway you once imagined. Instead, it's winding, uneven, and full of unexpected turns. And in those moments, when you're standing at a curve you didn't expect, you can't help but wonder, am I really on the right path? Or did I take a wrong turn somewhere? Johnny Depp once said something that captures this truth perfectly: the road to your dreams is rarely straight. It's a simple line, but when you sit with it, you feel the weight of it. Think about it. Rarely straight. That means detours, roadblocks, long nights of doubt, and countless times when it feels like you're moving backward instead of forward. And yet, even with all of that, the dream still calls. You still keep walking, even when the road bends. That's the beauty of this idea. It's not meant to scare you, it's meant to remind you that what you're experiencing is normal. If your road feels twisted, you're not failing. You're simply on the path that every dreamer must walk. Most of us grow up with this neat picture in our minds of what life will look like. We imagine that if we just work hard, we'll climb steadily upward. We'll get the right job, meet the right people, hit all the milestones, and eventually arrive at the dream. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, success. Easy. But life doesn't care about neat timelines. It has its own way of shaping us. Sometimes it delays us, sometimes it pushes us sideways, sometimes it drops us in places we never imagined going. And that's exactly what Johnny was pointing to. The road isn't broken just because it isn't straight. The road is teaching you something you wouldn't learn otherwise. Think about Johnny's own life. He wasn't supposed to be an actor at all. Music was his first love. In fact, he moved to Los Angeles to become a musician, not a movie star. Acting came as a detour, something unexpected, and yet it ended up becoming the very thing that defined his story. Even then, the early years weren't simple. He faced rejection after rejection. He took jobs that didn't last. For years, critics didn't fully see his potential. But what if he had quit during those setbacks? What if he had looked at the detours as dead ends? He never would have found the characters, the roles, the art that made him unforgettable. And that's the first truth about dreams: expect the detours. They aren't mistakes. They're not proof that you're failing. They're part of the design. If you know the road will bend, then you stop seeing every twist as the end of the journey. You start to see them as part of the map. Every detour carries a lesson. Every curve in the road adds something to who you are becoming. So when the setbacks come, and they will, the question isn't, why is this happening to me? The question is, what is this teaching me? Maybe the rejection is pushing you to refine your craft. Maybe the failure is strengthening your resilience. Maybe the delay is giving you time to grow into the person who can actually handle the dream once it arrives. It's never wasted. Even if you can't see it right now, it's doing something in you that a straight road never could. But let's be real for a second. In the middle of it, setbacks don't feel like lessons. They feel like pain. They feel like wasted time. And that's when you need to anchor yourself in something deeper, your why. Why did you start chasing this dream in the first place? What pulled you onto this road? Johnny didn't keep going because of fame or money. He kept going because he loved it. He loved the art of storytelling. He loved music. He loved creating characters that meant something to people. That love became his compass when the road twisted. You need that too. Your why is the thing that will hold you when everything else shakes. It's the thing that whispers, keep walking, even when the road looks endless. Maybe your why is your family. Maybe it's your need to create. Maybe it's your refusal to let go of the thing that makes your soul feel alive. Whatever it is, let it be the reason you take the next step, and then the one after that. Another trap that steals people's dreams is comparison. You look at someone else's road, and it looks straighter, smoother, faster. You see people hitting milestones before you, and you start to wonder if you're too late, if you've missed your chance. But here's the truth, your road is yours. Johnny's story shows this clearly. There were years when he wasn't taken seriously, when his timeline didn't match what others expected. But those years shaped him. They added layers to his art, grit to his soul, and depth to his story. Success that comes later is not less. In fact, sometimes it's richer, because it's rooted in more struggle and more growth. And don't underestimate the side roads. The things you call distractions might actually be part of your path. Remember, Johnny started with music. Acting came later. Even today, after decades of films, he still plays guitar, still records, still tours. That so-called detour was never wasted, it was a part of who he was all along. Maybe your side passion, your hobby, the thing you do, just for fun, is shaping you in ways you can't see yet. Maybe it's adding color to your journey. Don't dismiss it. Don't be so focused on the straight line that you miss the beauty in the curves. Here's something practical that helps. Think of setbacks as checkpoints instead of dead ends. Imagine you're playing a video game. Every time you lose a level, you don't throw the game away. You start again from the checkpoint. You try again. The fact that you're still trying means you're still moving. Every rejection, every failure, every delay, it's just a checkpoint. It means you're still in the game. Now, ask yourself this, if the road to your dream were perfectly straight, would it even be worth walking? Honestly, would it? If everything came easy, if there were no struggles, no challenges, no lessons, what story would you have to tell at the end? Probably none. The truth is, the curves give the road meaning. The struggle makes the success powerful. The delays make the arrival sweet. Without the twists, there would be no growth. Without the setbacks, there would be no transformation. Because here's the deepest truth of all, the dream isn't only about the destination. It's about who you become on the way. That's the real gift. Every curve, every setback, every twist is shaping you into the kind of person who can handle the dream once it finally comes. Without those curves, you wouldn't be ready. Without the lessons, the delays, the nights of doubt, you wouldn't have the strength to carry it once it arrives. So when the road bends, don't see it as failure. See it as part of your story. The dream is still alive. It's still waiting. It's just unfolding differently than you pictured. And maybe, just maybe, the road you didn't plan is the road that makes you who you're meant to be. So let me ask you, what's the biggest detour you've faced on the road to your dream? Was it rejection? Was it years of waiting? Was it a door you thought would open but stayed closed? Whatever it is, remember this, you're not alone. Every dreamer faces those bends. Every story carries those twists. And when you share your detour, you not only remind yourself that the journey isn't over. You also inspire someone else to keep walking theirs. And if this message spoke to you, then you'll also want to hear another story Johnny shared, one about finding courage and love in the hardest times. You'll see how these two stories connect, and maybe it will give you even more strength to keep moving. So if you're still walking your road, take this with you, your dream doesn't need a straight line. It just needs you to keep going. Don't stop at the curves. Don't give up at the detours. The straight road might not exist, but the dream is still real. And in the end, you'll see, the curves are what make the journey unforgettable.